Welcome in the kitchen, everybody. Chef Rocky has a rock recipe for us. What are we making?
We're going to do a great fall pasta. This is actually going to be a pasta Primavera. The reason that I like this pasta particularly is because we've always got vegetables, particularly like a butternut squash or zucchini, some of those vegetables that really kind of hold up. We've got them at our house already. Right? Or you should. If you don't, you should. Yeah. Right? This is a great pasta that you can just toss together super quick, utilizing some of those ingredients. Primavera is just very simple, fresh vegetable.
That's it.
Right? So it's a pasta with fresh vegetable. We're not even going to sauce this. This is going to be an olive oil with lemon juice. That is the sauce. Super simple pasta.
I love that.
Packs a lot of great flavor, though. So we start to build these layers of flavor. I've got a little olive oil into a hot pan. We're going to throw in our onion. I've got quite a bit of onion, especially for a small amount of pasta. And that's because without a sauce, we want to really get a lot of the flavorful vegetables to really pack a good punch, right? Onion is one of those.
And that's just kind of your base. You want to start with an onion just about on anything.
Absolutely. Shallot, garlic are the same way. A lot of those things that really build a good base flavor. I've got a cut up piece of zucchini here. I just cut those into pretty large chunks, and we're going to let those kind of just cook down a little bit with our onion. Now, while we're building these layers and layers of flavor, we want to season as we go, okay? Now, keep this in mind. The technique is what we're trying to do here. That's because all of these flavors that we want to fully develop, we want the onion to really stand out. The zucchini doesn't have a whole lot of flavor by itself, but we want it to super stand out, right? So we want to be able to draw and kind of coax a lot of those flavors out of each ingredient.
And you do that
as
with a
we
little
go.
salt and pepper, yeah?
Salt and pepper. Salt does the same thing as sugar or any kind of an acid, which we're going to add a little lemon a little bit later. Does the same thing, okay? So as those start to break down, let's talk about the butternut squash. The butternut squash is a great fall ingredient. We're kind of getting into a beginning time of that season. Over the next couple months, you're going to see the squash family, butternut in particular, which happens to be one of my favorites, you're going to see those pretty prevalent. Okay? All we do with this vegetable peeler, we peel that down, we take the seeds out, cut it in half lengthwise, pull those seeds out, maybe a spoonful of seeds, not a lot in there.
Okay.
Then we cut those into bite-sized pieces. 450-degree oven for 10, 12 minutes, and that's going to get us a good roast on the butternut squash, okay? So with this squash now, it literally is already cooked, so we're just going to be able to toss it into our pasta
at the very end
later.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough.
Okay, so we start to develop these flavors here.
I also notice what Rocky's doing. He likes to build a plate that is also really good for the eye. So notice all the colors we're using.
Yeah, absolutely, because anytime that we're building any kind of a plate, it doesn't matter what it is, from the simplest burger setup to the most complex dish, we want to look at a couple of key factors. One is texture, 2 is eye appeal, and 3 is height. I'm about to sneeze. Bless you. Excuse me. Is height, right? Okay. So if we can get those 3 components, a good top plate with an eye appeal that takes in a lot of different colors, and then the mouthfeel is a lot of different textures, we're going to win 9 times out of 10. Okay?
I love winning. Speaking of which, we'll win as soon as we come back and finish up this recipe.
Yeah, let that kind of
We've got more from Rocky.